Hello, my curious souls. Welcome in or welcome back. So lovely to have you here. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Amanda, and today we have a collective reading. I was guided to share this message with you all. So I didn't have it scheduled to do anything but one video a month in the month of December, but here we are. The channeled message came through, so I will be sharing that first, and then we'll be getting into the reading. So if you'd like to hop straight into the tarot reading, I will include the timestamp for that in the description. And as always, please trust your intuition and decide what feels best for you and lovingly leave the rest. So before I pull the card, I do have a channeled message to share with you. I heard you're the wrong person for the wrong opportunities. The ones that reject, dismiss, ignore, those aren't for you. So don't be sad it's not in your life. The right opportunities are right for you, where you feel elevated, intrigued, inspired, activated, connected. It comes to you with ease, at an opportune time, and may be of great delight. But that's not always the case. We're never that cut and dry here. The right opportunities may take shape as what you need rather than what you're wanting. It is there to guide you, to teach you, to motivate you, or heal you. But you always have a choice, so that comes into play. How will you choose to perceive the opportunities that you have and what you might benefit from it? So this was a pretty cool little channeled message because I definitely resonated with that given the certain circumstances that I have going on in my life. So hopefully this message resonates with you as well. And I'd love to know if any of these messages tonight does, or maybe they resonate with you 2 weeks from now or a month from now. You will have to let me know. I always love hearing your stories. So let's see. You are the wrong person for the wrong opportunity. I'm being called to do... Actually, I was called to do tarot first. But I do want to get a little bit of a theme. Oh, okay. So this has something to do with your transformation. So that makes sense. We talked about that at the end of the channeled message. This is about your transformation. Regardless of whether the opportunity is right or wrong for you, there is transformation in those opportunities. And the right opportunities, I feel, will continue to grow over time. The bottom of the deck, we have Expect the Unexpected, which is kind of cool. We've got lanterns in both of these. So I feel that there is some in the collective that are moving through the darkness or coming up against obstacles and blockages and walls. And you keep redirecting yourself as the resilient person you are, as the opportunistic, ambitious person that you are. You see a blockage and you either problem solve or move towards something else. You try to go around it. You try to transcend it, transmute it. But for some reason in this moment, there is a distinct feeling of you not being able to see any opportunity. And maybe only finding the wrong opportunity. So there's a lot of rejection. There's a lot of dismissals. There's a lot of people that are ignoring you or blocking you out right now. So it's really tough to see where the right opportunities are because all you can currently see are the wrong ones. And so I feel that might be part of that unexpected, where all you're seeing are the wrong ones, but you're maybe not seeing the right ones because they're not ready to happen yet, or the wrong ones will lead you to the right ones. So again, there's this transmutation energy or changing of a perspective or a lens that needs to happen. Both of these cards have pathways in them. Both of these cards have lanterns in them, and both of these cards have the moon in them. So I really feel like you are guiding yourself through a very challenging period of time and are trying to understand, what am I doing wrong? But remember, the message said at the beginning, you are the wrong person for the wrong opportunities. So it could be a moment where, yes, there are a lot of wrong opportunities, but there's a right one in there somewhere, or there will be eventually. Or maybe you have to perceive this as not a wrong opportunity, but the right opportunity for what you need right in this moment. And what I find interesting, my wand just went spinning, is that we have somebody holding the lantern kind of at the precipice of this pathway ahead. So this person, this little animal creature, is a little bit hesitant. There's a hesitancy to leave the comforts of home, looking behind him, looking to the past, and maybe not really seeing what's ahead, maybe only seeing obstacles, and really wary about the path ahead. However, this person, I keep calling them people, used to reading the tarot, this creature, what looks like a little rabbit here, is on this on this pathway in one of these trees. So they're on the pathway and taking a moment to break, to rejuvenate and rest and allow. So it's almost like that's part of the guidance when you're moving through the unknown, when you're moving through and coming up against blockages or all of the wrong opportunities, is to just pause for a moment. Maybe that is part of that guidance, that advice, that action that you need to take is no action. Rather than kind of move through something of an unknown and continue to hit blocks, continue to hit obstacles, continue to feel frustrated or nervous or anxious. Now, of course, this could be easier for some than others. A lot of us don't have the luxury to pause and to not continue to move forward. Now, this doesn't mean that you are not doing things that you need to do to keep your life moving, to keep the bills paid, etc. I feel like this might be somebody who is ambitious to achieve a specific goal right now in their business or in their career, and nothing's moving. There is some kind of communication block as well that could be coming through. So while this person has these red boots on, which are indicative of ambitious movement, of passionate movement forward, he's not moving. He's hanging out in this tree. He is resting when things get dark, when the path becomes unclear, rather than trying to forge through something that is a little bit of an unknown. That's not to say that this little rabbit here won't wake up and continue down the path, but I feel it's going to be when the time feels right and the right opportunities are available. And yeah, so I'm going to actually keep these out for now. They might come in handy during the reading. I'm going to go to this layout here. I hope this is all making sense. Okay, so let's get some cards for this reading. I want to look at these opportunities. And then I want to look at the unexpected that are in these opportunities, and maybe what is being transformed during these opportunities, or maybe some of the blockages that you're facing. So first, let's take a look at the opportunities, whether they are right and wrong. What are the opportunities that you're currently moving through, experiencing? Aha, okay. Aha. Yeah, there's definitely a giving up energy here. Okay, and there's some pretty big blockages right now. But I see you forging ahead. You're continuing to put in the work, to put in the practice that is needed to get you to where you want to go. So I feel like you're still, moving through this. You're doing things a little bit slower than usual, I feel. And the opportunities are interesting, and I feel like these feel like the wrong opportunities just out of the gate based on what kinds of cards these are, I feel like you're seeing them as the wrong opportunities. But I think the transformation is happening through this, because we have the the 7 of Wands, and it is in the reverse. We have the Tower, which is also in reverse, and we have the Devil, which is in reverse as well. So this opportunity might make you really feel like you want to give up. And I really feel like the foundations of something feel like they're crumbling beneath you. This also could be you actually making these choices to rebuild something. I think you are rebuilding something and not knowing it. I think that's part of the unexpected thing, is that you are creating something new without that active participation. It feels very passive because the walls are crumbling, things are falling apart, and that is part of that rebuild. And with this 7 of Wands, it's like I've had such a setback that I don't want to continue forward. And that could be what the right opportunity is in this, is that you're not meant to move forward with this particular thing in this particular way. I think something significant does need to change in order for it to transform. And I don't think that you see this yet because you're in it. And I think that's part of the unexpected as well, is that you are creating not only passively and rebuilding passively, but these foundations being shifted are helping you realign with what's to come, of what's next. And you can't see that. You don't know what that is yet. So that is that part of that unexpected, is that you don't know what this next chapter is going to look like because it is unplanned. It is not something that you expect. And that is why this transformation and all of the wrong opportunities feel so awful, because it almost feels like you're shifting timelines a little bit, where you have upgraded or you have changed your beliefs, maybe about how you feel about yourself, maybe how you perceive things or take action or think about things. And because of that, it is shifting your external world in ways that you did not expect. Now, this may feel bad because there's a bit of insecurity here, and there has been some attachment to something that is now being released or let go of without you being in control of that. I feel like part of this is you making decisions and maybe trying to adapt to certain situations, but I feel ultimately this is things falling apart because they needed to fall apart. So yes, it feels bad, but this is part of that right opportunity and will help you lead into something that is a little bit of a mystery or a secret at this time, but I feel it's going to be good. So I do want to get a little bit more information. So we looked at what this opportunity is kind of looking like right now. What is the unexpected coming in? What is this unexpected? I think we've got 3 here. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles. We have a new foundation here. We have the 10 of Swords. So yes, an acceptance of things that needed to end. And we have the Queen of Wands in a reversal position. So the unexpected, bottom of the deck, is 7 of Cups in reverse. So the unexpected is a stronger, more secure and solid foundation, but it comes at a little bit of a cost. It comes at the cost of the old ways of thinking, the old structures, the old ways in which you made decisions, the way in which you've communicated, maybe even ending of certain relationships or certain patterns, certain habits. But again, we have more transformation energy with the butterflies here. This ending is moving you into something more beautiful. Now, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, this tells me that you're not so sure about it. There's a lack of faith, a lack of confidence, a lack of energy and inspiration for what's next, because I don't feel like you know where to put your energy yet. Because right now you're just trying to muddle through this and get your feet on the ground again. Now, this could just mean a rebuild of your finances as well after a challenging time, and you almost having a different way of valuing things as well. So maybe you're spending your money in a different way. Maybe you're changing your mindset about money. And that is a new foundation that you will start to build on and build off of. So the Seven of Cups in reverse, it tells me that you've come to the reality of something, and that what was might never be, or has changed in your heart of hearts. So it no longer holds the same emotional value. It's like you've taken yourself out of the fantasy. Or maybe you're worried or wary about following your dreams. This could be a time to evaluate those dreams, evaluate the emotions that are coming up during this time as things are shifting and changing without what feels like a little bit out of control. It's like our identity is attached to what was, and now we're not so sure about who we are. So we now have to evaluate and get comfortable with who we now are and work from that place. Some things in your emotional body have shifted, or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed with all of the things that are happening and all of the emotions that are coming up. So I don't feel like this is a time to move ahead, and all the more reason to take pause, because there's some self-confidence, self-esteem, and inspiration that needs to return before you can step on that path. So I do want to know, what is the unexpected, or what is the transformation that will occur? I actually do want to get a clarifier first. I'm being called to pull a clarifier for the Queen of Wands. I don't know why. You know what? 10 of Swords. Let's try that. 10 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. It's a mindset. Feels like a mindset regarding money. It feels like, or it could be regarding you doing something on your own, or having to do something on your own, or feeling alone or isolated. This could be a sense of poverty where you aren't able to do the things you want, move towards the things that you do because you are lacking in resources. Queen of Wands in reverse. What is this? And this could be what's transforming for you. I feel part of this transformation is to not let this get into your head too much, because we have the 9 of Swords here. So there's a little bit of worry, there's a little bit of doubt, if not a lot of doubt, when it comes to this Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like you can't see yourself anymore. You're shrouded in what feels like so much chaos and stress that you can't see yourself through this. You don't know what choices you need to make in order to get yourself through it, because I feel there's also a lot of emotions that are coming up with this unexpected shift. So expect to feel a lot. Expect for possibly a lot of old patterns to come up, maybe even a doubt in what you can achieve in your dreams. But I feel like this is rooting you into a new way of being, a new way of moving, a new way of thinking. King of Swords, as we talked about that. And then Queen of Coins in reverse. Yeah, it's going to make you feel a little insecure. So now we're looking at the transformation that's going to happen. And we were just talking about getting into a higher mindset and to really transform something here, the way you think about something, be a little more clear, step into what's actually true rather than maybe some of the illusions you have carried about yourself up to this point. Now, the Queen of Coins in reverse, this is kind of feeling a little bit maybe not in the right environment. And so again, I come back to that that note about the wrong person for the wrong, you're the wrong person for the wrong opportunity, but you're also the wrong person in the wrong environment. So if you're seeing yourself in a certain way or feeling a certain way, check in with your environment to see if that is contributing to that. That could be people, but that also could be your physical environment and who you keep company with and how comforted and secure you feel in that environment. That could also be your physical body as well. Could be a lack of security there in how you're feeling. So we're looking at the transformation, but you are coming into clarity and kind of having more control over your thoughts. But I feel this comes with you learning what you're currently experiencing or having some hindsight on what you're experiencing so that you can learn through this, transform through this. And we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So again, I feel like this could make you feel a little bit disconnected from maybe the deeper parts of yourself. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck here. So this could really have you questioning your truth, your inner wisdom, your inner knowing, because maybe you had a plan or a thought or an expectation that, oh, this is how it's going to go, and nothing went the way you planned. But just because it didn't go as planned doesn't mean it's not for you. Doesn't mean that it's going to not move you to a higher plane. This Two of Cups in reverse, though. This could mean a moving out of a situation, moving away from... Oh, wow, interesting. So the Two of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Lovers. This is telling me that you are exchanging or will be exchanging something that was once healthy and harmonious and connected and aligned. There's some disharmony or disconnection here now. I feel like you want something greater, something deeper. Connecting into your intuition, you're realizing that there's a higher love. I'm hearing that song, Bring Me a Higher Love. Now, this love could be something that fulfills you more and doesn't make you feel or think a certain way. Part of that is going to be our own discipline when it comes to our thought process and how we think about things. We have to be disciplined in catching ourselves and turning that around. We cannot live there forever. We have to find ways to move beyond it, to transcend it, to turn it into, to alchemize it into something that will be useful and joyful. So I almost feel like that's what you're doing, though. You are exchanging something that is good enough for something that is way more elevated. This could be you having a more love for self, a stronger, deeper love for self, and you start making choices and actions as it relates to that love. Knowing what you're worth. And if it is in connection to somebody, I feel like you are going to deepen that connection. You're no longer settling for less, is the feeling that I'm getting there. It all comes down to what you feel intuitively, what your inner wisdom is telling you beyond what the struggles are trying to tell you, what your doubts are trying to tell you, what your fears and your worries are trying to tell you. So I think that is all of the messages that would like to come through tonight. If this resonated at all, feel free to share in the comment section below. And this is what I have. I hope it resonated and was helpful. With gratitude, I'm sending you my love. Stay curious, and I'll see you in your next reading.